Hello everyone, this is the VGPS and I'll be coming at you with a gameplay review of Aarklash Legacy, and it's going to be created by the people of Cyanide Studios. This is a real-time strategy and it does have a pause to the game as well, and it's going to be very similar to Baldur's Gate in that respect. But what really differentiates it is that although you can micromanage your spells and all the actions you want to during that pause, you really have to do a lot of timing with your spells as well as avoiding the enemy's attacks. There's enemies attacks that maybe takes up a whole area or things that just passes through and you have to avoid the attacks. And that's going to be the big thing about this game, is that it really focuses more on the strategy of the combat and more than anything else, and also maybe setting up your guys as well. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at one of my games here. I am about 8 hours into it and we're going to take a look at that. And so you're not going to see too many spoilers, I don't believe, and you're going to see the game pretty much at the start, really. And now it's going to be what you're going to expect. You're going to have 4 guys on the field of battle, and you can have, I understand, up to 8 characters in your party, really, and you can only have 4 on the battle map. And that's going to be the big thing here, is that you need to consider what type of strategy you want to go with. Now, it's going to have the Trinidad system in which you need a tank, a damage dealer, and a support character to do the healing and doing the dispelling. So here, this is going to be my first character, Naka, and she is going to be the tank type character. And as you see, the really great thing about this character is that they all come with their own little things about them. So they do have the little biography as well as being able to look at their passives that have the advantages and weaknesses. So if we look at Naka, you see that she draws from the health of those she kills. So she takes 350 HP per fatal hit. So that's going to be a really nice thing about her, is that when she does get that fatal hit, she will get back that HP. And there, the weakness for her is that some of her skills that she uses does consume health instead of, say, mana or whatever have you. So that's going to be the big difference there, is that when you do use the skills, you got to be really judicious about it, because she is going to be the tank character. So that's going to be one of the strategy elements there, is that, boy, do I use my skill and then take damage from the skill consumption. But the good news is that you can do the timing, like I said before, in which she does have this really massive hit, and it does take health, but if she does get the killing blow, she will get that HP back, 350 HP. And this is going to be my damage dealer, as you see from the nice twin blades that he's going to be wielding. And that is going to be the really cool thing about this character, is that going to be the rogue type character, and as you see, also with its own advantages and weaknesses, and also having a biography. You can also take a look at the skill tree as well, and they are going to have all this great stuff for you. They do only have 4 skills to their names, but the great thing about it is that when you do level them up, you can actually put it back to default setting and then be able to get it back, and then be able to just put it back to where you want, and then put anywhere you want to just kind of try out. So here's going to be a great thing. So before I put it like this, and oh, actually I put it wrong. I put it like this, and then I had it like that. So this is what I had before. So I can actually just reset at any moment, no cost, no penalties or anything to that. So that's going to be a nice thing. So here you can just say, okay, for this fight, let's say you kind of die in battle and you say, you know what, for this fight I think it would have been better if I had maxed out this, and kind of rearrange your guys to do the best to the battle in what's going to be coming up. And that's going to be another thing that's really to consider. And this is going to be my magic type character. And there you can also see that they have 4 slots to put things in. So it has the earrings, amulet, and relic, and ring. So that's going to be a really cool thing about it. And these are going to be the tabs for those respective slots as well. And as you can see, I don't have anything in my slots. And that's going to be because I've been recycling them, guys. And that's going to be a really cool thing, is that with these items, I can actually put it in the recycle, and then when this actually maxes out, as you can see, it's about halfway filled at the moment, because it's all this glowing here is representing that that's how far it's filled at the moment. So once this does fill out, it does create an epic item for me to use. And what I've been noticing is that when it's about to give me that epic item, whatever the last item I gave it is pretty much what's going to be. So let's say I put this ring in, it's going to keep pretty much the attributes that it has, and it's going to give me the epic version of the ring. So that's going to be something that has been tried and true, really, and hasn't failed me yet. So I'm just going to go with it right now. That's what's going to be happening. So that is really fun in that respect, that all the items that you get doesn't go to waste. So here, let's go ahead and take a look at the battle. And I'm going to walk up, and as you see there, it pauses automatically in the beginning of it, and so you can just kind of go ahead and check out your enemy stats. So here you can see that he has 1750 and he has 100 of his skill points that he needs to execute his moves. And there you can see that he does have one move that he uses, the macabre glaive, or macabre glaive. I'm sorry, I'm pronouncing this all wrong, but it does have the skeleton inflict 50 to 100 physical damage on its target, so that's something you kind of have to look out for. And here you can see the Reaper Priest. It does 15 to 25 damage, but it does have Bloody Respite, and it will heal all the other people, and then has a Weakening Laceration, which reduces the physical armor of anyone for 10 seconds. So that's really something you have to watch out for. And that's going to be the great thing, is that you need to look at what you're about to fight and then be able to kind of strategize going in. Now, since I have seen these guys before, I kind of know what to do. I am going to go after the healer type characters first. But with my tank, I'm just going to go ahead and just, right click there and just attack. And actually, I'm just going to attack here and then just go and use my spell on the guys here in the back. So I'm just going to use my hotkeys here. So for my lightning attack for the magician, I could just use Q there. That was kind of there on the top right corner. As you see, there's going to be the W and the E and the R. So you can do the hotkeys. I definitely recommend it so that you don't pause too often in the action and then be able to kind of finish a little bit faster. So I will do the Q on the Reaper Priest, and I will have this person here do a Leech Grain. And what that does is implants one of the guys with a grain, and then when it explodes, it will heal anyone around it. So it's a really nice big heal. That's definitely what you want to do. And we're going to unpause it now, and we're just going to do some right clicks for now, and we're going to actually do this. And as you can see here, this spell actually requires some timing, as I kind of noted in the beginning. I need to aim this and then be able to just make it to where it doesn't hit my guy, because if it does hit my person in front, it will injure that person, and that's going to be here the big difference in the game. As I said, from Baldur's Gate, is that you really need to time it to where my guys need to step out of the way. And on top of that, as you can see, this Demon Satyr, he's going to choose Explosion of Shadows. So as you see, it does show you around the map where it's going to hit in the area. So whoever's in that area at the moment, I need to watch out. So as you see, Nella right here, she's in that little circle, so I need to walk her out of that after she finishes. So there, the Demonic Satyr does cast a spell, but now my guys aren't being affected by it, only Naga at the moment. But that's okay, because Naga's a tank, so no problem, right? So here, my mage is going to be attacking the background, but as you see, the priest heals it, but the priest now is going to be out of mana, so I can do another cast here. And then what I'm also going to do is do a Death Wish on him as well. So when I do the Death Wish, what that does is it does a casting time, and then after the casting time's over, it will place a 10-second timer in which when I kill that person, then it will explode, doing massive damage to people around him. So there, you see, in 10 seconds it will kill. I need to kill this priest within 10 seconds for it to blow up and do a lot of damage to everybody around him. So here, I'm actually going to focus down that priest and try to do a lot of that damage here. So, and before my guy accidentally dies, I'm going to go ahead and try to do that. And there you see the explosion, and it hits the priest, and it hits the Demonic Satyr, and I see it does massive damage to them. So that's going to be a big difference. And I see this skeleton in the armor is going to be attacking my person, so I'm going to be going back and be taunting him off. So as you can see, it took health from my tank, and so that is again something you really have to watch out for. I'll move my healer in position now and pause the action, and this Star of Vitality does do the healing, but as I said before, it does take a little bit of a timing, and it does take a little bit of strategy to get you guys into position. So that's going to be the big thing. That's going to be the really fun part about this game, is that, yeah, it's just in the battle, you can't just fall asleep. You really need to be paying attention to what's going on, otherwise it's going to be hell to pay. And as you see here, the Grain of Healing is about to pop in 2 more seconds, so anyone that's low on health, I need to get over there as soon as possible so I can get in on his heal. And yeah, alright, Nella got in there. So now I'm going to step back, Naka, and then be able to just go ahead and get all the heals. So now everybody's healed up to full. I'm going to pop this to get my armor up. I'm going to eat a little bit of my health, but that's okay. And as you see there, the bad thing about this game is that, oh gosh, even though Wendaru here is my healer, man, she burns through the mana like crazy, and I have to do a life tap. Now, unfortunately, the life tap is not on herself. I actually have to life tap somebody else. So there, I'm going to life tap from my Mage Nella and then be able to get back a lot of my mana back and then be able to cast yet another spell. So oh gosh, and that's gonna be the cool and bad thing, I guess. You know, the really cool thing is that, yeah, it's not gonna be that easy to just get the heals going, right? You really, again, have to watch out what's going on. And there you see these guys, you know, they're not going to stay on my tank forever. They're going to just split up and just hit all my guys. And so there, I'm going to move my mage back. This mage has very low armor, and that's going to be that weakness for this character as well. So there, I am going to be having my Death Wish yet again back up. So I'm going to choose the guy with the lowest health and then focus yet again on that person. So here, I'm going to do that, and it's casting up at this moment. Hopefully it won't die. There you go. Got it up now. Awesome. I'm going to try to focus some downs to get this explode. Alright, it does massive damage again. As you can see, pretty nice, huh? And so there is what I mean by kind of really timing out your spells and attacks to a great degree and then be able to do well with it. Now I'm out of mana here, so I'm going to just be face tanking this skeleton in armor a little bit, much to the chagrin of Loris, but that's okay. So here, everybody's kind of splitting damage, so that's kind of a bad thing. I don't want to do that. Let's go ahead and attack this person. So now I pretty much won the day. Now, on top of just a straight up fight here, what also happens is that they do have kind of boss battles as well. They also have kind of surprises as well. They do pop out enemies in the middle of battle as well. So you really have to watch out for that. This thing is really going to be trying to get you at every turn. And I did pick up that earring, so it's going to have physical armor, magic armor, and healing done. So that's actually not going to be too bad. I'm going to choose Wender because the healing done is going to be nice. But I do have an epic earring in that slot, so it's not going to be that much better. So I'm going to go ahead and recycle it. Yeah! And there you see the recycle. It goes back, or actually goes up. And I'm also going to be able to get this chest as well. So it's going to be a really nice thing about this game. Lots of items that drop for you and lots of chances to get something pretty nice for your guys. So again, a little bit Diablo-esque, but hey, you know, it actually really works out pretty well, I'd say. And here, oh, this is going to actually be better than the earring I'm going to be wearing, so that's nice. So let's go ahead and recycle that as well. So as I said before, the items kind of give you the last stats of the thing you really are going to be recycling at the end. So sometimes you get an item and you think, oh, you know what, this would be great if this would be the epic version of the amulet that I have. So this is what I did before. I had a rare amulet, and as it was about to level, I went and put the rare amulet in there. I got this epic Philosopher's Amulet, so that's going to be a really cool thing, as I pointed out before. So you can take a look at the map, and it's going to be a fairly large map. Now, the downfall of this game is that, you know what, even though it tries to put like circles and two paths to go in, unfortunately, it's not going to be any more of a difference. It's going to be pretty much linear in that respect, so that's going to be the bad thing. And also, really, this game is fairly difficult. You know, I usually start games at the hard difficulty. Not the hardest difficult, but at the hard difficulty, because, you know, nowadays, it's pretty much child's play to play these types of games. And so, oh, and see, look at that. Enemies actually spawning to my far back. And there I'm like right in front of these three. So actually, I believe this guy's going to be more crazy. Yeah, this is going to be the Flash Spectre. So I'm going to try to get there. So I did put it on the medium difficulty. And there you see the circle. So I need to get the heck on out of here. Actually, I'm going to move up here. Get away from those other guys. I don't want to accidentally aggro those guys. And that's going to be something you really have to watch out for in this game, is that you can't just fall asleep. It's every moment you need to be paying attention, and that is a little bit taxing on your shoulders. But again, that is going to be the real focus for this game, is that it's not going to be one of those no-brainers, oh, I'm just going to go through battle and just blah, and just no problem. No, it's not like that at all. And that's, again, the pretty cool thing and pretty nice thing about this game. Yeah, see? I'm going to do that. Squeeze it in between my guys, no problem. And man, my Flash of Lightning is doing some massive damage to the guys here. And I'm going to do this again, and I'm going to do the Death Wish on him. And as you can see, each battle is a little bit different, and this is a bit of a boss right here, like a mini boss, so I have to really watch out. And Wendaru is a little bit out of position here. I really want to get in position to get this heal off, so I'll do that. Oh, I see it! Look, I healed the skeleton that's freaking walking by. Bastard! And it's actually walking past me to get to my other guy's behind me, so I didn't even realize that. But I do get the kill off here, and I do get these guys down, and now I taunted him, so now I only have to worry about the skeleton priest and then the skeleton armor. So pretty nice here. It actually worked out for the better, but unfortunately my heal's going to be down. Luckily this magic user also has his heal, so I'm going to do that right now and try to save this person there. Get there, come on, heal him up. And the heal's so long, but it does get there finally. And then my vitae treatment's up now, so I'll do that and then get the armor up again. And now there's only going to be the skeleton priest to worry about. So that's going to be a pretty great thing here. And as you can see, I finished that battle fairly quickly, but man, that actually could have been pretty big trouble if I screwed up too much more. So there you see that even though it's going to be fairly easy, I still had to really pay attention. Now, as you see in the graphics here, it's going to be pretty nice, I'd say. It is going to be a $20 game at this moment, so you get what you pay for. It's going to be a strategy game. But the bad thing I would say about this game even more is that I did compare it to Baldur's Gate, and that actually is going to be a bit of a fair comparison, as you can see. Though the bad thing is that it doesn't have an in-depth story. It does have a story, okay, but unlike Baldur's Gate, it doesn't have this very immersive type big story that you can really feel and really be able to just get really involved with. So that's going to be the big bad thing about this game, is that I just don't care enough about my characters. And there, again, this is arena, and woohoo, what's going to happen here? I guess I'm going to get to yet another fight, right? So there, I'm going to be surrounded at odds here. So I'm going to go after the skeleton mage yet again and try to separate my guys. Now that's going to be really key here, is that I need to get them away from each other so that I don't get these skeleton mages. They do cast a spell that will pass through my guys, and as you can see, if I have my guys right behind, say they target Naka here, they'll pass right through Naka. Naka's gonna get hit no matter what. But if I'm not paying attention, say I not forget, but just not notice the spell coming through, I could get hit by it, and I could really just die from it. So there, yeah, see, there is going to be the ball right there, that purple. So he did cast it at Nella, so I need to move Nella out the freaking way. Otherwise, she's going to get hit by it. And there, I'm going to be trying to get there. Oh my goodness. My tank is in huge trouble at the moment. That's going to be the bit of a nice thing. Oh, and there, see, my tank goes down, and it's going to have agony. So this is going to be a big thing. When they die, they go into agony, and you have a chance to right click them and then resurrect them. But at this moment, there's going to be no real way I can do this. As long as they keep attacking me, I can't resurrect them. And now this is pretty much out of hand. I'm going down now, guys. I'm going down. See there, I didn't get my guy out the way fast enough, and I'm going to get hit. But that's because my tank's down, and it's all pandemonium now. It's just crazy. Everybody's getting hit. There's just no way I can see it. I'm trying to resurrect them, but every time I get hit, the timer resets. So this is going to be a game over. So, you know what, though? Again, you know, for 20 bucks, it's going to be a fairly cool strategy game to really get involved with. But, you know, get ready for a very difficult time, okay? It's not for the faint of heart. You definitely need to be into your strategy games to really play this game well. If you were looking for something different, yeah, 20 bucks, why not? This is going to be something that you really could spend a lot of hours in. And like I said, that was 8 hours worth. I just got, the first few levels of my skills. I still have a long ways to go, as you saw from all that stuff. I bet you this is going to have about maybe 20 to 30 hours at least built into this game. So lots of game to be played. Here, this is going to be the VG Purist. I hope you enjoyed this review. Check it out.